It's MasterChef. Two expert judges to test them at the highest level.
We're looking for a great amateur cook who can make it as a professional.
Someone who can turn out exceptional food.
This is one tough competition. Whoever wins, it'll change their life. Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
It's 8 a.m. on quarterfinal day, and these four heat winners have returned to fight for a coveted place in the semi-finals.
Quarterfinal day, the best of each heat, cooking against each other in one kitchen to find a semi-finalist.
Of these four great cooks, we'll have one semi-finalist. That is seriously exciting.
Wonderful food, really good competition. That's what quarterfinal day is all about.
I'd like to think that my cooking is good enough. On paper, I'm confident. In practice, we'll have to wait and see.
I've got the drive, I've got the ambition. I think I can go all the way and win MasterChef.
To me, food is a gift to give to people, and that's really where my passion lies.
I think life's about sometimes taking risks, and I think that if I have the opportunity to take a risk, then I have to go for it.
To prove they're the best, today they'll have to produce an exceptional three-course meal of their own design.
What a dish.
But before that, they must show the judges that they have food knowledge.
Can you tell me what this is, please?
That's mayonnaise.
They must also prove a passion for food with a genuine commitment to changing their lives.
I've been practicing for the last 20 years of my life.
There is nothing in my life that I love more than cooking.
So who out of these four exceptional cooks has what it takes to stay in the race? Only one of them can win. First up is police officer Sarah. In her heat, she triumphed with her classic British dishes.
I think the lamb is the softest, most tender, flavoursome piece of lamb I've eaten in a very long time. But I think that's absolutely beautiful. Okay.
Nobody's ever said anything that nice.
Sarah has an easily identifiable style, and that is big, robust, big flavours. It's not as refined and as pretty as some we've seen, but boy, does it really pack a punch. I love this woman's food.
Sarah, there she is, detective sergeant in the police force, 20 years, but then you realise that actually she wants this competition.
To win, Sarah now has to focus and inject some finesse into her food.
If it's meant to be, it will happen, and I'll try my best to make it happen.
Horse groom James's food has been both inspiring and risky.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
Now, plum and mashed potato, it's an alien landed on your plate. It has no right to be there whatsoever.
That tea-smoked piece of salmon with the Asian cucumber salad on the side, superstar. Then, plums and mashed potato. There's one ingredient too many. That's his problem.
I'd like to think that my cooking is good enough. I'd like to think I stand a chance.
Barnsley girl Anna's dessert caught the attention of the judges in her heat.
It's dreamy, soft, milky, creamy rice pudding, and that beautiful mango comes bursting through a gorgeous, gorgeous dish. Anna's here because of her promise. The Thai broth with the haddock and the mussels, great ideas, really exciting.
I would love to change my life and be a professional cook. That would be a dream come true.
But small mistakes in her technique can let her down.
She's just got to get detail. That's all Anna needs to do. A little bit of detail, a bit more sugar here, a little bit more lemongrass there, a little tiny bit more flavour, and the whole thing will go boom.
Finally, it's sales director Matt, who proved he really does have what it takes with some sumptuous food.
Matt Matt's here because he has the ability to make almost dream-like food. The quail on the celeriac mash is one of the best things I've eaten in a long, long while.
He is the only person I know who successfully made it into a quarter-final by serving up scallops with rhubarb on the side.
Can he rein in his experimental style enough to secure a win?
This is my chance to shine now.
Quarter-final day, tears, drama, fantastic food.
My greatest dilemma is somehow or another we've got to knock out one of these four before they even cook.
By 10 o'clock, the contestants make their way back to MasterChef HQ. They're about to be tested on their food knowledge and on their commitment. After this, one of them will be sent home before the final cook-off.
This is the ingredients test, simple. Come in here, identify ingredients. I've got sauces. Now, we've always had sauces with our food. It makes our food look better, smell better, and taste better.
Well, today I've got cuts of meat. And these are not obvious cuts, but little bits and pieces from all over different animals. So this is exciting for me.
This is roux, made with red peppers, garlic, little bit of chilli. How you doing, Matt?
I'm okay, thank you.
Tell me what that is, please.
A hot pepper sauce.
Tomato mascarpone.
A very spicy Mary Rose.
Rui.
Sarah's off to a good start, but the next stage is crucial. It's the passion test. She now needs to convince the judges she's ready for a future in food.
Of course, I would be absolutely gutted if I didn't get through after the passion test, but all I can do is my best. I feel happy, I feel excited. I just feel great at the moment. Food's everything to me. I'm very proud of British food. I think our food is wonderful and I want to sell our food and I want to cook our food. I just want to push it forward as far as I can now and go as far as I can.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
This is bechamel sauce, the basis for all classic white sauces.
That doesn't appear to taste of much. I would say that's just mayonnaise.
That's a bechamel sauce.
That's mayonnaise.
That tastes like a bechamel.
Matt's proved his food knowledge is up to scratch. Can he convince John and Greg his passion is worthy of a place in the semi-finals?
I'm at the quarterfinals now. I'm so close to getting through to the finals. I just want it so badly. It comes from the heart. When I applied to MasterChef, my family said to me, "Oh, have you been practicing?" And I realised that I've been practicing for the last 20 years. I'm ready now to go to the next stage, to fulfil my dream.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
This is a duck leg, unmistakably a duck leg, a lot larger than a chicken leg. Can you tell me what that is?
That is quite dark chicken thigh.
That's a chicken leg. Sorry, it's a duck leg.
Leg of duck.
It's a chicken leg.
Anna's ingredient recognition is not as strong as Matt's or Sarah's. She must now prove her level of commitment to the judges.
I'm looking forward to getting into the passion test and telling John and Greg exactly how I feel. I'm quite good at communicating, so I'm confident I can pull it off. If I don't get through today to the cooking stage, I'll be absolutely devastated. There is nothing in my life that I love more than cooking. This is the most exciting roller coaster I've ever been on, and I don't want to get off.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The pork spare rib. Now that can't be difficult, can it?
They're pork ribs.
Spare ribs.
Of.
Pork.
I think that's pork spare rib.
I would say that would be pork spare ribs.
James has been hit and miss with the ingredients. But can he now persuade the judges that food is really his future?
I've always had a love of food. It's been my outlet. To be able to get the opportunity to do it on a professional basis is just mind-blowing. I've always had a love and an interest of food. After a 12, 14, 15-hour day, I will go home and cook, and it's my outlet. What I want to do now is take that and just move it up to the next level. Not just good amateur, but good full stop. Oh, I don't know.
Right, decision time. I think both of us right now are very endeared by Sarah.
Oh, yeah. She's proud of her roots. She talks from the heart. She stays here, most certainly.
So that's Sarah in. Matt's confidence with the ingredients test shows the sign of a great, great cook.
I loved Matt's quail dish. I just wanted to see a little bit more. Well, I've seen a little bit more. He stays.
Yeah, Matt cooks.
Matt's in. Sarah's in. We have to decide between Anna and James. Anna, she's got to stay. We must keep the cook that makes coconut rice pudding with Alphonse mango.
We love the style of Anna's food. We like the idea of her technique, the idea of cooking that fish in a bag the way she did. That little extra makes her special.
In saying, James's talk on the sofa here, I think was superb. All my life has been about food. Even though I put in 15 hours of hard graft, I always find time to go home and cook, because this is my real love, this is my outlet.
There is a semi-final place up for grabs.
Who do you want? Now we're going to lose one of you. It's tough. The person leaving us is Anna. Sorry, Anna.
I'm absolutely devastated that I didn't get through. I've still got a food dream and I will get somewhere with food. It's just going to take me a lot longer than I hoped. It won't leave me, the passion for food is still there.
Take all your chances while you can.
Congratulations, guys. What's fantastic right now is that one of you is going to be a semi-finalist, and all three of you have the chance to win MasterChef. Okay, guys, let's cook.
The three remaining contestants now face their most advanced cooking challenge yet. They have an hour and 20 minutes to produce a three-course meal that they've designed themselves. The standards expected at this stage are at a much higher level. After his scallop and rhubarb disaster in his heat, will sales manager Matt's menu of mushroom risotto and veal stuffed with spinach and Gruyere be a safer option?
Matt, you look fraught. What's going on?
I'm nervous. This is really big stuff. This is life-changing stuff. Getting it right really means a lot to me.
Where's the gameness of the scallops and the rhubarb gone, Matt?
When I walked around the market today, I couldn't even look at the rhubarb. I have removed it from my vocabulary. I will never, ever cook or serve rhubarb ever again.
We think that now that Matt has eradicated rhubarb from his menu, he's still going to stay with the sweet main course.
We've got veal, cheese, asparagus, swede, port sauce. You've had half an hour.
Horse groom James has produced some winning dishes in the past. Can he maintain the standard for a much coveted place in the semi-finals?
What do you think about getting through to this round?
The affirmation that maybe I can actually cook is just great.
What are you cooking for us?
To start with, a Roquefort cheesecake. Main course is rack of lamb and sort of a spicy pepper sauce, and then potatoes flavoured with almond and lemon. Then for dessert, elderflower sorbet.
In your darkest moments, what goes wrong?
What goes wrong? The sorbet doesn't freeze. The cheesecake would go to rubber, and my lamb would be raw.
Right. Thank you, James.
Good on you, James. Thank you. We know this guy cooks very, very well, and with interesting flavours. It's going to be about the delivery for me.
We've got lemony lamb and almonds, which is going Middle East, and then we're chucking potatoes back on again. I think we may be having a plum mash moment.
Police officer Sarah is sticking to what she loves best, with an elaborate British menu of pea and mint soup, roasted cod, and a summer fruit trifle.
We know Sarah's food's big on flavour.
Yeah.
Is Sarah's food really refined?
I think it needs to be refined. With me, what you see is what you get, and with the food, what you see is what you get. And it's giving me joy cooking it, so I hope it's going to give you some joy eating it.
Ferocity and huge amounts of work going in over there with Sarah. And then trifle. Trifle.
Trifle, trifle, what are you talking about? That's fantastic. 5 minutes left. You have 1 minute.
Your time is up.
First up is horse groom James. His starter is a warm Roquefort cheesecake with a breadcrumb base, oven-roasted vine tomatoes and basil oil.
Great flavours because that blue cheese and those tomatoes and that crunchy bread, like toast, goes beautifully together, and then you've got a bit of basil that floats through it all. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
It's the metallic basil first, and then it's very, very salty cheese. Very, very salty. And that metallic basil and the very salty blue cheese doesn't quite work for me until the tomato comes in and sweetens the whole. But, you know, it's very salty.
Right. Okay.
Will James's rack of lamb with lemon, almond and garlic potatoes, spicy pepper sauce and spinach please both the judges?
Fiery hot, that sauce, which actually I really like with the lamb. With the texture of the spinach, get the lamb and the sauce, I think it's very good.
What a dish. What a dish. That sauce is just super.
Thank you.
That smokiness, the heat, the lemon, the lamb, that's a great, great combination.
Can he equal the success of his main with a dessert of elderflower sorbet with marinated berries?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It's fantastic because you are left with that wonderful spice in your mouth from your main course, and it follows on with the coldness that comes from that granita, the elderflower. It's not too sweet. The mint is pungent. The Riesling, you know, makes the thing come alive, and you can just get that hint of lime right at the last minute, and it's fresh and delicious, and you want to just eat the whole lot.
Oh, yes, 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 that's very nice indeed. It's light and it's fragrant at first. Then it gets fruity and a little bit syrupy. Then it finishes with cleansing mint. It's very good.
Sales director Matt's experimental style has caused problems in the past. Will his mushroom risotto with truffle oil be a success?
Well flavoured, well seasoned, and there is not too much truffle oil.
As well flavoured and as creamy as risotto may be, there's no escaping the fact that what you've done is ladled stock into a pan and stirred it.
Will Matt's second dish, Veal rolls stuffed with Gruyere cheese with a reduced veal stock sauce make more of an impact.
The prominence is that beefy, rich sauce. It's become so beefy and so strong and so salty, like Marmite.
It's got a lot of flavour.
That's one way of putting it. You could spread it on buttered toast.
Really beefy, but pulp, sweet as well. Sweet carrot running through the mashed swede. Love that flavour, but that veal, it's just not getting through.
Matt's hoping his slow-baked peach with caramel and clotted cream will make up lost ground.
It's good, and it's nice, and it's sweet, and it's juicy. Very, very lovely flavour sensation in your mouth.
It looks fantastic. I love the heady vanilla that goes with that peach. I like it a lot, yeah, very much.
Thank you.
Police officer Sarah's been criticised for her lack of finesse. Can she make up for this with her pea and mint soup with a Lancashire cheese scone?
Sarah, we spoke about you being more refined. Are you more refined?
This is more refined than yesterday's, yeah.
Very nice, but that cheese is not strong enough to come through the minted pea.
Okay.
The soup is cooked right. The scone is really, really good. The mint's out of place. You've got to just start to think about those combinations a bit.
Okay.
Can Sarah redress the balance with a main of roasted cod with clams, smoky bacon mash and spinach?
Are you happy?
I'm 80% happy. I think my fish is overcooked.
That's a great dish. Your sauce is superb. The cod's flaky and it's soft. Stop beating yourself up. It's the sea saltiness of the clam that sets the tone for the whole thing.
Thank you.
The sauce is really, really tasty. Your flavours are very, very good. It looks abominable.
No, not...
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This is just...
It's not abominable.
Well, OK, it's a semi-final place, but come on.
Sorry.
For her last course, Sarah's taking a risk with her own take on a classic British dessert, summer fruit trifle.
Hey, Sarah's back. Hello, girl. We chucked the refinement out the window for a minute, didn't we?
Hey, there's nothing refined about trifle.
What an absolute treat. And that's a brave thing to do. Now, you've got the sugary tang of the fruit juices, and you've got lovely vanilla custard, and the cream and the almonds, that's great. Yeah, it's just lovely. Lovely.
See, I can't fault it because the strawberries are really fresh, the custard is full of vanilla, the cream is lovely and soft, not over-whipped. It's a creamy, thick, fruity, spongy dessert called a trifle.
It might be a trifle, but there's a lot of work gone into that trifle.
I know you can cook. I respect what you do. I respect your honesty. I just wonder if it's enough.
There's a lot of me gone into that trifle.
One of you is going to be a semi-finalist. We have got to get it right.
We've got one semi-final place. Give us some time. Thanks very much.
This decision is daunting, John.
But how exciting. They have the chance to win this competition. Let's talk about Matt. That sauce he made with the pork was so overly juiced. It was like a beef stock cube. That's not something you want to have with a delicate piece of veal.
It was sweet and it was beefy and strong and it just killed the veal.
I thought the dessert was fantastic. Fresh, clean, fragrant. That, to me, was an elegant dessert.
Gorgeous pudding. Great big ball of golden sunshine peach. Lovely food. Yet, I don't feel that Matt has grabbed a style to call his own just yet.
OK.
He hasn't got the glimpses of greatness that Sarah and James have.
I think the best man will win, or woman, and I think that for me, it's either going to be moving on or, you know, this is going to come to an end.
Should we talk about James? The idea of that little Roquefort tart with the crust of the breadcrumbs, that's very clever stuff. It was a really fantastic savoury dish. The lamb, the char on the outside of that lamb, added to the wonderful flavour of that beautiful, strong, hot, piquant sauce he made with the peppers and those spices. Really sensational.
I didn't particularly like the cheesecake. Too salty for me, but the sauce on that lamb was just stunning. Smoky, goes sweet, goes hot. It came alive. Superb.
I really think it's refreshing that James has thought about the composition of his menu. Your mouth was buzzing with that spice from the lamb, and then that wonderful, refreshing elderflower granita and coolness that went with it was just a beautiful, beautiful finish.
I've had a taste of this now. I've had a taste of what is achievable and want to taste a little bit more. A bit greedy like that. Want to go back for a second spoonful.
Sarah, a real honest cook, cooks from her heart. The idea of the soup, pea soup, and the cheesy scone, fantastic. The addition of the mint, I'm sorry, cheese and mint should never, ever go together. They just don't work.
The cheese wasn't strong enough to get through the sweetness of the pea and the sharpness of the mint. It wasn't.
The main course, that cod wasn't too overcooked. It was absolutely fine. I just don't like the way that she thinks she should present it.
It was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Those little clams in the creaminess of the sauce just tasted of the sea. And as you took more from the plate, it all crumbled and fell into itself and made just a glorious, sticky, salty, fishy spoonful.
I still do not think there is a place in a quarter-final for a trifle.
My nan used to give me trifle. It's a flavour that I've loved. It's a dish that I've loved since a kid.
But is MasterChef not about the next level of cookery? There lies my dilemma.
She wants to champion British food in a way I haven't seen somebody do this well before. I just love her food. Love it.
You're making me cry.
I'm sorry. I just think she makes me happy. I just love her food. Love it to bits.
I've actually proved myself now, and if I go on today, I will be happy with what I've done, because I couldn't have done any better.
This is between James and Sarah.
No, this is between John and Greg. The aim is you're an amateur and you're going to become a professional. That's the deal. Who can make that journey? Who can really do that right now? What James did today, the way he composed that menu, that man is going to be absolutely brilliant.
But please, John, listen. Sarah is the real deal. That is love and honesty in a bowl.
Congratulations, all three of you. It's been brilliant. We have only one semi-final place. That decision has been really, really difficult.
This has been so tough, so tough. Our semi-finalist is Sarah.
The judges made the right decision because they made their decision based upon the plates of food that was presented to them. I would have loved to have won.
Sarah, this is a joyous occasion. It's a celebration. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. You've done yourselves proud.
Sarah probably picked me up the post, I don't know.
Cheers.
You all right?
Cheers. Thank you.
But I know that she's passionate. Good on her for getting through. She really deserves to go all the way.
The semi-final of MasterChef is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I want to go all the way now. I want to go all the way now. I want to win this now. I'm absolutely ecstatic, can't tell you. Absolutely over the moon. Absolutely over the moon.
Sarah will return for the semi-finals, but next time we're back with 6 new contestants all battling it out for the title of MasterChef.